this is going to have to work for now as far as the angle goes. My phone holder ring light thingy is upstairs in my room and I can't go get it right now, but I wanted to go ahead and open this week's vlog. Okay, let me tell you what I am reading this week. So the priority read is Frenchman's Creek by Daphne du Maurier. Right now I am 70 pages in, so I'm at the start of chapter 8. So far so good. I have already been tracking in this language and stuff like that. So for example, Frenchman's Creek, written by Daphne du Maurier. I have that it was originally published by Victor Gollancz Ltd. in 1941. The edition I have was published by Virgo Press in 2003. I am listening to this on Audible as well, so I'm listening to an audiobook. The narrator is John Castle, and the audiobook at regular standard time speed is 8 hours, 47 minutes. A couple things to note, and this is what I want to start keeping track of, are things like this. Like so far, the word queer and gay have come up, but it's not used in the way that we now use queer and gay today. The meaning has shifted. So in this book, when they say queer, which I think it's come up twice, it means, I think it's more like the person is queer, like they're odd, they're strange, something like that. And you got to remember, again, this was published originally in 1941. So this was how the language was back in that day. And gay was not used as someone is gay, like a same-sex relationship or same-sex attraction. Gay is used as happy. Like, let's go be gay. Let's go be happy. We're going to have a gay time. We're going to have a happy time. Things like that. So something to be aware of. And I can see how someone who may not have read books like that in the past, or may not know that queer and gay do not mean what they used to mean. They now have a completely separate meaning, how it can confuse people. So I can definitely see that happening. The word hell has already popped up once, bastard once. They've mentioned God 6 times, and not in a religious sense. It's been like you're thanking God for something and things like that. And there's been other variations like OM, stuff like that. The one that has popped up quite a bit so far is damn. And when I say damn, I'm talking like variations of that, like damn, damned, damnable, damnation. 70 pages in, and it's popped up 14 times. So, and I think that's going to be the word that pops up the most. So I just find that interesting. It's more stats stuff, and that's the stuff I like. So that's what I have so far. And then on a different page, so I started reading via ebook. So I have my Kindle here. I am reading The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, written by Grady Hendrix, published in 2020 by Quirk Books. I am listening to the Audible narration as well, and it was narrated by Bonnie Turpin. 13 hours and 47 minutes for the audio. I've only read the prologue. The thing that's come up the most in the prologue is that so far is it talked about blood. Blood was mentioned quite a bit. Well, this is a vampire story. Blood is going to be in it. So it's like we're all born in blood, but you don't necessarily all die in blood. But the women in this book will die in blood or something like that. Like they'll be swimming in the blood. Anyway, and let's see. Okay, so the library book I have going on right now is No Funny Business. This was written by Amanda Axel, I'm guessing is how that is said. So this one, we're following Olivia. She wants to be a stand-up comedic. Right now she works in a law office. I've only read one chapter. She gets a call from an agent saying, hey, there was a last-minute cancellation at this club, and you can go and do this opening stand-up bit. So Olivia gets this call from her agent. She is supposed to have this dinner with a very important client for the law firm, but she's going to bug out on that. And you learn that all within the first couple of pages, less than 10 pages. So yeah, so she wants to be a stand-up comedian. I have not met the guy yet, unless it's a guy from her office. His name is Nick. Did we already meet Nick? I don't know. I can't remember. So just barely started that. So damn was in here once, God once, ass once, horny once, bullshit once, and shit once. All in the first chapter. I don't know about Spice. I am listening to this on a book app that I have on my phone, narrated by Amanda Ronconi, 8 hours and 46 minutes. So I'm just going to keep track of how often certain things pop up. So I'm going to find that interesting. And yeah, that's just something that I find interesting. And I know that there are people in the world that certain things, like how often certain things come up or how spicy a book is going to depend on whether or not they pick up a book. So that's part of why I'm doing this. Okay. And then the nonfiction read, I have started The Red Parts by Maggie Nelson. This is an autobiography of a trial. Copyright in 2007 by Grey Wolf Press. I am also listening to the audiobook on Audible. The narrator is Cassandra Campbell. This standard speed is 5 hours, 23 minutes. Now, I've listened to the preface so far. And in the preface, the word suicide has popped up 3 times. And it's how, I can't even remember. I think it's the person that's going to be on trial. I don't know, but someone's mother committed suicide. And so that's talked about. It does not go into detail. I don't know how she committed suicide or anything like that, but it is brought up. And I know that that can be very bothering and triggering to some people. So that's the other reason why I want to keep track of that. So I have more information and I feel like I'm more knowledgeable when I try to do wrap-ups and stuff like that. So those are my reading plans for the week. Just plugging along. My mom, bless her heart, she's out running errands and she's swinging by. There's a shop called The Stitchery. I think that's what it's called. In like, I don't even remember, but it's somewhere here in Utah. It's about a 30 to 45 minute drive from my house. But so I did that gnome cross stitch, the Halloween gnomes, and got it framed and stuff at the Stitchery. And so that's in. So she's taken my credit card and is going to pay for that and pick that up for me. So that's where that stands. And so I got a book in the mail today. I stopped at Smith's on Monday. I had to pick up a few things, and Smith's has an aisle that has some books. Obviously, I'm going to stop. When I go to Smith's, I'm going to look at the books there. I got 3 books. One of the books is actually the 3rd book in a series. So I had to order the first one. So I got the first book, The Apple Orchard by Susan Wiggs. Tess Delaney makes a living restoring stolen treasures to their owners. People like Annalise Winther, who has just been reunited with her mother's long-gone necklace, worth a sum that could change her life. To Annalise, whose family was torn apart during World War II, the necklace represents her history, and the value is in its memories. But Tessa's own history is filled with gaps. A father she never met, a mother who spent more time traveling than with her daughter. Then the enigmatic Dominic Rossi arrives on her San Francisco doorstep with the news that the grandfather she never knew is in a coma and that she's destined to inherit half of his apple orchard estate called Bella Vista. The rest is willed to Isabel Johansson, the half-sister she didn't know she had. With Dominic and Isabel by her side, Tess discovers a world where family comes first and the roots of history run deep. A place where falling in love is not only possible but inevitable. And in a season filled with new experiences, Tess begins to see the truth in something Annalise once told her. If you don't believe memories are worth more than money, then perhaps you've not made the right kind of memories. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Yeah. So The Apple Orchard by Susan Wiggs. So this is the first in a series. I just have to log that I've got it. And then I can put that away, save that for a haul. Okay, so I know I've said I don't like makeup, but I'm starting to get where I want to wear some makeup. And I'm not going to go crazy and do like foundation and all these fun little designs and stuff for like eyeshadow and stuff. Now, blush, it has to be powder. It can't be a cream, and same thing with eyeshadow. So I have an eyeshadow palette that's all pretty darker, earth tony type colors, but I wanted something a little bit more fun. And so I ordered and got this today, and this was like $10, maybe $15. So fun colors. I'm really looking forward to trying all the, like the yellow and the pink, that hot pink. Oh man. Yeah, so I'm going to have fun with that. But I just do one color. I don't do anything super advanced or anything. So I got that. I needed new, I don't mind mascara. I actually like mascara. I just don't like how it smells a lot of the time, but I still use it. But all of my mascara was like really old. And so I thought rather than risking getting any sort of infection or anything, depending on how old it is, I just got rid of all of my mascara. So the only makeup I'll wear now is mascara, eyeshadow, blush. Again, those have to be a powder. I might use an eyeshadow primer to help the color be a little bit more opaque. But it's going to depend on how that feels and smells. I did get one that's from Wet n Wild. We'll see how I like that one. There used to be one by Hard Candy that I absolutely loved. I can't find that one anymore. And the ones that I've tried since then have been way too sticky and have stunk like no other. So I'm going to try the one from Wet n Wild. We'll see how I like that one. So mascara, blush, eyeshadow, and eyebrow pencil. And that's because my eyebrows are so light. Sometimes I watch back my videos when I'm editing those and I go, I can't even see my eyebrows. They're so light. So I do like to fill them in, not just for the videos, but I feel more confident that I don't look like I'm just a bald face type of a thing. So anyway, yeah, so that's it for now. I hope you guys are going to have a great week. I hope you have some fun reading lined up and just have some good days ahead of you. So, and a good day or night or whenever it is that you're watching this. So hope you guys are doing well, and I will try to remember to show you the final product of that Halloween gnome one. I'll just put it in my closet here at work because I'll just hang it here in my office come Halloween. So, yeah, but I'll try and show it in the vlog once I get it, and I'll try and show you the final product. So I look forward to seeing how that's all come together. It's always different. It always looks so nice when the cross-stitch project is done, but then once you have it framed or whatever you're going to do with it, it just adds that extra level. So yep, I'm excited for that. Okay. What I am going to do is I want to figure out what the next prompt is for the Battle of the Buccaneers. So I'm going to go to Discord, and I'm only 100 pages in, 102 pages. I have 150 pages left, but I can tell you right now, so far, in my opinion, this is better than Rebecca. I said it, and I mean it. I am enjoying this much better than Rebecca. So I'm going to count this as, I'm going to go ahead and log this because I want to pick the book or kind of start thinking about what book I want to read next. So, and then obviously I'm not going to pick this book up until, the next book up until I complete this one, if that makes sense. I'm going to make it work. Okay. I'm going to go into log it. It's asking for my email. Discord name. What the heck is my Discord name? Oh. I'm going to figure this out. Okay. autistic reader. Okay. Frenchman's Creek by Daphne. And part of it too is I want to read the story to you because I've been enjoying that. Yes, I'm ready to continue. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I've got the next, and I don't know for when I finish this, if like right now I could read the next prompt to you. So that's part of why I want to do this, so that I can read this to you. And then we'll go from there. Since I don't know when I'll be able to do it again. It just depends on how busy things are and everything like that. So it's just going to work out this way. Okay. And then obviously I won't go on to prompt 3 until I'm at the very least halfway through prompt 2, knowing I'm going to finish it and not DNF it. I have to be 100% positive. Like there is no way I'm DNFing this book. No freaking way. I am so enjoying that. Okay. So for prompt number 2 for Battle of the Buccaneers on Discord, linked in the description box, it says, swabbing the deck. The first mate assigns you to swab the deck due to your inexperience. You do not mention that you have some knowledge of sailing smaller vessels. You keep your business to yourself, lest they guess why you are there. Hopes of quelling your loneliness die, as it is difficult to make new friends. Earning the trust of pirates is no easy feat. After what seems like months, you have begun making friends. Patrick Pete and his parrot Kiwi, oh, I like that name, Parrot Kiwi, are the best of them. He reminds you of your grandfather, full of wisdom and stories, even though he smells it. Even though he smells. It is nice to know you have someone to swab the deck with. Plus, you likely smell too. Okay. Patrick Pete. What is the prompt? Okay, so it's swabbing the deck. Okay, I have all of the prompts written down. So, swabbing the deck. The end has come, epilogue, the long road, drunken, swabbing the deck. Read any book that has a found family. The one that immediately comes to mind is like the Harry Potter series. Divergent, I could reread Divergent, that would work. But I kind of want to go with one that I have not read. So I'm going to have to do some thinking on that. So I just wanted to come on here real quick. Today is the 8th. It's Thursday. Goodness. So the weekly vlog that I had edited and exported, I checked it before I started the upload process because I thought I don't want to waste my time. Yeah, the sound cuts out. I got it down from over 4 hours to about an hour and a half. Which I'm fine with, or just under an hour and a half. And the sound cuts out at about 55 minutes. And I don't have that video anymore. So, no weekly vlog for June 5th. So, or not June 5th, whatever this coming Monday is. Yeah, so no weekly vlog then. But I'll put a different video up in its place. So, there'll still be a video on Monday, but you will already know that. once this video is out, and hopefully there's no other sound issues, and this video will be out. Otherwise, you will figure it out. You guys are smart. So anyway, yeah, so that's the only update I have right now. I do want to say for Frenchman's Creek by Daphne du Maurier, I am loving this, and to me, it is so much better than Rebecca. I mean, I enjoyed Rebecca, but this is on a whole nother level, and I'm enjoying it so much. I'm only 124 pages in. I'm hoping to finish this today. We'll see. Hi guys, so I haven't filmed anything for a couple of days. I have not felt good. And I haven't vlogged anything today. This is the first time I've picked up the camera today. Sorry, it's just gonna be a little shaky right now. Sorry. Anyway, I've got a little bit of a migraine, so I think I just need to go try and eat something. So sometimes when I don't feel good, I don't want to think, which means I don't want to read. So I just do mind-numbing scrolling through Instagram, watching random stuff on YouTube, random reels and stuff. So I didn't get much reading done. I can tell you where I'm at in most of these. I'm on chapter 13 of No Funny Business. I'm enjoying it so far. I am on page 65, which is American Taboo of the Red Parts. This is my nonfiction read. Rape comes up quite a bit, but it does not get graphic or into a lot of details. It's just like so-and-so was raped type of a thing. So it's kind of more like stated as a fact, like that happened. I don't know if it'll get any more explicit or not. It definitely can go into detail. And I'm 15% of the way through my ebook, which is The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. And I am on page 68, which is the start of chapter 9 for The Little Guest House of New Beginnings. And this is very sweet so far. The main female character, Madison, has lived a very nomadic life. And one thing that I've figured out is she moves around a lot because she doesn't want to feel like a burden. So she moves when she feels like she's going to start being a burden on people, and so she runs away from certain situations and things like that. So I'm hoping she's going to put some roots down. It sounds like it from the synopsis and things like that. There's 2 things I've already underlined in this. And my underlining is just little quotes that I like. This one, it says, "Strange how sometimes your deepest desires only come to you in the night." So that's good, because your mind is so occupied during the day that sometimes when you're just there and things are quiet, you'll think of something that you really desire. The second thing I've underlined so far says, "It's hard to find your place in life sometimes." Ain't that the frickin' truth? So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. As I said, I've got a little bit of a migraine. I did a hearing aid demo this past week, and it was so nice to be able to hear and not have to go, what, and turn my head and go, what? So, yeah, so I have told the hearing aid person I will do hearing aids. So I'm going to do hearing aids. He has to contact the company that does them. It's a third party that they go through for the hearing aids. And then they have to contact my insurance to see how much that's going to cost. I've already met my deductible, so it's only going to cost 20%, unless it's going to take me to my out-of-pocket. So we'll see what that's going to do. So I am going to get hearing aids, and I have downloaded the Lingvano app on my phone. So I've been trying to learn some sign language, and I've been enjoying that. I've had fun with that. Hang on, Hobart. I'll be down in just a minute, buddy. What else has happened today? Oh, and the issue with my foot, it turns out, so my right foot, I've had some pain. So it turns out that I have very little space. I have such a high arch. I have very little space between like the bones and the top of my foot. And he says, you have a cyst and the tendon or something is catching on that. And so that's what's rubbing across it. And that's what I'm feeling. That's very uncomfortable and is causing the irritation. And by the end of the day, it hurts and all of that. So I thought that was really interesting. So I have to retie like my tennis shoes. He says leather shoes are not good. So like my Doc Martens, I really shouldn't be wearing those until it calms down. And then I can probably go back to wearing like Doc Martens. So I have to wear normal tennis shoes, but I have to relace the right shoe so that it doesn't tighten up. The tongue of the shoe doesn't tighten up on that one spot. So I have to like go through 2 holes, skip 3 holes, do 2 holes or something like that. So I've got to skip a couple of lacing places. And then we'll see if that helps it calm down. And if that does, then great. And then when it calms down after a bit, then I can go back to lacing it like normal. And when it irritates again, then I can undo the lacing and do it like that special way. If it doesn't help, then they would give me a steroid injection or a shot in between the bones or something like that there. I'm hoping I don't have to do that. He did say the third and final step would be if that doesn't work, then surgically they have to go in and remove the cyst and stuff like that. But he says it's pretty simple. It's not invasive. It's not, you know, something that's going to have a long recovery. You just kind of let your skin heal and that's it. So I don't want it to go that far. I really don't. So I am hoping, all of my fingers and toes are crossed, that I really don't want to get the shot, but if I have to get the shot, I guess it's worth a shot, so to speak. But yeah, so I'm going to relace my tennis shoes tonight so that I can wear them tomorrow. So, and tomorrow I got a call from my neurologist's office and they want me to come in tomorrow morning to go over an EEG that I did because I had an opening. So I thought, why not get it over with? So yeah, that's my plan. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. I hope you guys had a great week. I feel like this coming week is going to be better because I am feeling better. So yeah, sorry I didn't get much filmed, but you really didn't miss anything. I just laid around and just let my body recover and sleep, and that was it. So like it started Saturday morning, early morning. And now it's, what is today? Tuesday. So yeah, but overall I am doing better. So that's good. I had to take a sick day on Saturday, which sucks, but my body needed it. So I don't want to have to take another sick day. I don't think I will. I think I'll be fine. So yeah, that's the update. Again, I hope you guys are doing well. Let me know what you've read this week. I wish I would have read more, but sometimes you just don't feel like it. And you know what? That's okay. But I do feel like reading now. So I'm going to go downstairs. My mom has gone to dinner with a couple of friends. So I'm going to scrounge around, find something to eat. I'll probably just have a bagel. That sounds pretty good to me. Just a plain bagel with like strawberry cream cheese. That sounds pretty good to me. So I think I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to go be downstairs so the dogs aren't lonely because Hobart is fussing. He struggles with coming up the stairs because he's 13 or 14 now. I don't know when he turns 14, but he's just got a lot of arthritis, and so he doesn't like to be downstairs alone. So I'll go be with them and read, and I'm going to call it good. So this is the end of the blog. Again, I hope you guys had a great week, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, and until next time, and I almost forgot to how I normally close out my videos. I almost forgot. So here it is. Until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book, and I'll talk to you later.